What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of My Team Career Mode. Today, we are here for the start of the round 2 of season 3 of My Team Career, and it was a good start because in the Bahrain we claimed a lot of positions and we also got the driver of the day. So we are thinking of replicating the same thing here, as we are doing some R&D upgrades and we are gradually improving over our competitors, and hopefully by the end of this season at least we will be able to overcome two teams and make some good advances in the next season. So right now we're just adjusting our setup and we are just limiting ourselves to gain some much needed straight line speed, but it compromised our corners. So we were not as quick in the corners, so I just went down to the pits and increased my front wing so that I can get more bite at the corners and gain some much needed time. But unfortunately, it did not become a success because in the next lap itself, we were about 2.5 tenths down on our banker lap, which led us to just finish in P22. So a disappointing Q1 session for us as our teammate at least gets into P17. So we'll be heading into the race with the medium to hard strategy and we will be trying to gain some positions as Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz and Perez are in the top 4 position and George Russell, Hamilton are in P6 and P7. So the Haas is also performing well and Fernando Alonso is P17. So it is 5 red lights and away we go for the start of the Jeddah Grand Prix. And obviously it is a wheel spin start because the traction on this game is quite a different thing and I always get some wheel spin at the start, so that is quite understandable. As we go down the inside of at least 3 cars and we make the move stick going around the outside at this turn 1, which opens up into turn 2. So you have to really get into the power early and gain onto this momentum so that you can at least gain some much needed positions in the sector 1 itself, as we gain 6 positions. So that is a remarkable achievement considering the fact that we were starting in the P22 position, so now we are at P16. So we have a lot of catch up to do and hopefully we'll be able to gain some more positions in the upcoming laps, as now we are going through this banking curve and it is one of my favorite part of the circuit because at the exit of the curve there will be a lot of oversteer, so you really have to control your car, otherwise you can go into spinella. As in the final turn of this lap 1 you can see Fernando Alonso just overtakes us, so I was thinking that maybe I should let him go because he has shown some good pace in the qualifying session, so thought that maybe he has some good quali pace and hopefully he can replicate that in the race as well. So in the turn 1 I let Alonso pass us and I was thinking that maybe I can just stick to his DRS and claim some more positions in the upcoming laps. And at the end of lap 2 you can see that Alonso did not gain as much as we would have expected, and also here at the turn 1 of the lap 2 he just locked up. So this has given us an opportunity to make the move and overtake Alonso again, and I was thinking that maybe we have the race pace and so maybe I should give a try and catch up to the cars in front and let Fernando Alonso stick to our DRS, as we are also facing quite a bit of understeer at the entry of the corner. So this is a very technical circuit I would say, because the tire do get heated up and there is a chance of going into spinella, as obviously we have seen in the previous episodes as well. So right now in the lap 3 you can see we get into the DRS of Piastri and we were almost close to hitting his diffuser, but fortunately we just managed to control our car and brake at the right time, and so we are stuck in a DRS train. And right now in the lap 4 you can see there is a traffic in front of us, so the 4 cars are just squabbling in front of us, and which is giving us an opportunity to get into the DRS train, as Alonso is also in our DRS. So it is a team game, as we have to just allow Alonso to be in our DRS so that he can also catch up to the cars in front. And I was thinking of going down the inside at this banking curve, but I thought that it would be too risky to make a move at that turn, and Piastri also just closed the door, so I just controlled myself and I thought that maybe I should overtake Piastri at some other corner in the later part of this race. So it is a DRS train here at the Jeddah and we are using quite a bit of ERS to catch up to the Piastri. And at the turn 1 of the lap 5 we'll just go around the inside of Piastri and make the mistake and overtake the Alfa Romeo. So GG's to us, as it was quite a clean move and we made no contact with Piastri, and it was quite a decent attempt I would say, because here in this circuit it is a long DRS train, so you have to wait for the correct opportunity to make your overtakes, otherwise you will be definitely having a collision with other cars, and which may also ruin your race. So that is definitely not we wanted at the start of this round 2 of season 3. And now we are behind Norris and Magnussen, so obviously they both are faster cars than us and we have to just control ourselves and maintain the momentum which we are carrying, because we are having some good race pace I would say over our teammate, because our teammate is not able to overtake Piastri, and earlier he was not able to overtake Norris as well. So right now I was thinking that maybe I should go for a move on Norris as well, because that will allow me to gain some more positions. So here at the lap 6 in the turn 1 we can move down the inside of Norris and claim the position back. So now we are at P14 position, and this is a wonderful recovery drive, I would say, because we started in P22 and now we are gradually gaining some positions. As here you can see in the sector 1 in the left right section there is a lot of traffic jam in front of us as Albon and Magnussen going hammers and tongs. So we are thinking of giving a slide down the inside of Albon, but it was not possible as Albon was just covering the position of the apex brilliantly. So we have to wait for an opportunity which is suitable for us, and we have to try to go around the outside of this banking turn, and Albon just leaves us enough of space and we make the mistake, and Albon is just trying to go around the inside at this turn, but still we just cover off the apex and we claim onto the P13 position. So wonderful overtakes we have done, as we also get a slide, so a wonderful slides also, but we somehow managed to control our car as we just went for a low downforce setup which is making the car very slidey at the rear. So we have to adjust to that as we needed the straight line speed, otherwise we will be always in the back of our competitor. So I just went for an aggressive setup, and here you can see we almost collided with the back of the Haas, and it was a near miss, I would say, because I almost thought that I would be losing my front wing as Norris just again overtakes us at the start finish straight, but we again cover the apex and we go a bit deep which just ruins our line, and Norris again overtakes us. So a bit of mistake from us, I would say, because our tires were dropping off and I just braked too late and it ruined my position to Norris. So right now we are just behind Magnussen as Norris also goes through. So Norris was on a rampage because obviously he's improving a lot, and we also send one down the inside of Magnussen and we make the mistake. So it was a crucial overtake to make because obviously Magnussen was quite slow and Norris is quite gaining over the field. So we have to stick onto the back of Norris's DRS so that we can gain some much needed positions. And right now we are seeing that here at the end of lap 9 I was thinking that maybe I should do for an undercut as our tires are dropping off and Magnussen is also close by and he is going around the outside at the sector 3, and we were thinking of making a move down the inside, but Magnussen just closes the door and I do not want to get collided with the wall and get sandwiched by the Haas and the Aramco sign. So I was thinking that maybe I should be a little more patient and make the moves, as I just to go on to the pits at the end of lap 11 and I will be going to the hard tires obviously because I want to make an undercut, and for that undercut strategy it has to work because the tires do take at least 3 sectors or at least 2.5 sectors to go into the optimum temperature, and so we just cannot make a move if we go for the overcut. So here in the lap 13 you can see Magnussen is still in front of us and he is on the hard tires, so we have to make the move, otherwise we will be losing a positions as many of the cars are in the pits and our teammate is also in the pits. So this is an opportunity for us as we are in P14 position, and I was thinking that maybe at least we can get in the P13 or P12 position as we are having some moments because obviously the tire is not still at the optimum temperature and we almost again collided with the back of the Haas at the S section of the sector 2. So we have to be careful with our moves, otherwise we will be losing our front wing, which is not necessary and desirable at this stage. So we are at a comfortable position at P14 and we are trying to gain the P13 position as Esteban Ocon gets DNF'd. So the Renault engine goes for a smoky atmosphere here at the Jeddah circuit and he parks the car right at the left turn of the circuit because I think that would definitely be a yellow flag or rather a safety car because he just parked in a dangerous location. So I don't know what the FIA were thinking, and I thought that maybe a safety car could come and we can go onto the soft tires and make some more moves, but it did not happen as here at the lap 20 you can see we were close to Magnussen about 7 tenths, and here at the end of the lap 20 we just make a move down the inside, but we go a bit deep and Magnussen just tries to undercut us and we just try to stick onto the DRS, but we do not get the DRS and Magnussen just moves ahead. So we have to stick onto the back of Magnussen and try to get a move at the start of the turn 1, and we were thinking of making a move, but no, it was too far away and I do not want to risk it at all because there is only 4 laps to go, and if we lose some positions from here it will not be suitable for our sponsors as we will be losing some more cash. And right now I was thinking that maybe I have a damage, so I go for a vehicle check condition which proves that I have a front wing damage. So maybe I got the damage while battling with Magnussen, and which is unfortunate because it was giving a lot of understeer to me, and again based on the damage only I just again hit the wall, which gives us some more damage. So at the end of the race I would say this was a very sketchy race as we were just battling too hard to get into the P13 position, which made us lose quite a bit of time, and we also got the damage, so that is not very good thing as we cross the line and go P13 because obviously Esteban Ocon had DNF'd, so and we also get the driver of the day. So this is a remarkable drive, I would say. We are having some good race pace, and if we can improve in the qualifying session that will be a world of good, as currently we are just trying to make the most opportunity at the races as we are in P14 in the Drivers' Championship as Verstappen and Carlos Sainz are just fighting again. So let's see who will win in this third season of my team career. As in the constructors, we are at P8, so we still have points to score. So hopefully in the coming races we will be scoring some more points, and we will be improving our championship car, and we do some departmental events and improve the R&D upgrades so that we can gain some much needed straight line speed in the Australian Grand Prix. So thank you guys for watching this video, and do like and hit subscribe this channel for daily F122 content, and we will meet you again in the next video, which will be at the Albert Park circuit. So till then, peace.